Hello, welcome to this brand new video from Riftboards. Today it's gonna be a super exciting day because I compare the brand new Niviuk Skin 4P with the Kode P. So here I have the skin, here I have my Kode. So I have both glider in 18 square meters and I'm here at my training hill. So it's not an official place, but I started here flying with my paraglider before I got the license. So sorry for that, you know you shouldn't, but I made my first flights here. And it's super cool. We have the grassy fields, but in the middle there's a street, so even in bad weather you can launch on the street and then glide it out on this side or on this side. This side. It depends on the wind, and you can also land on the road and you won't have a wet or dirty glider. And even the farmers, they accepted me now since almost 4 years now, yeah. So let's have a look at the glider. First, it's the Kode P 1. It's not the second version, it's the first version. It's my personal glider. I have so many flights with it, I know it very well. And the new one, I think they made it a little bit lighter, but also a little bit less fun to fly because it's less rolly, and that's what I really love about the Kode 1. It's a go-kart in the air. Then here, it's a brand new Skin 4P. They use new materials. They use the Domenico D1022. Super light. It's an 18 meter, 1.1 kilogram. And what I also brought with me, I'm using the Flare Contour as a harness. Just it's easier with the carabiners. Later I will go to Stockberg or another mountain in the Toggenburg. I will make a small hike and fly, and then I use my Roamer 2P. The only thing I forgot at home is my selfie stick. So I'm really sorry for the bad aerial footage. I will use duct tape and my 360 cam and my hiking pole. Before we have a closer look at these super thin, super ultralight risers, I want to thank the sponsor of this video. That's the Speed Flying School by Benny Kelling. It's based in Interlaken, and I learned paragliding with Benny. Benny is one of the only ones in Switzerland who made intense course, paragliding intense course. So you can learn to fly a paraglider and doing the license within 3 weeks. And I can tell you, it's the most amazing experience you can get. The advantage of flying every day, you have the same instructors for 3 weeks. You fly every single day. You make over 100 flights in these 3 weeks. After the first few flights, you can start thermaling. So you're not scared after the school to go into the thermals and learn or improve your skills. So you learn it in the school. You learn to fly and not just to launch and to land. And that's a huge difference. You learn how to top land. If you are going to one of the first courses in the year, you can fly with skis. If you are talented, you can fly some parakites. Sure, the bigger sizes, but you can fly them. You can make some small XC flights during the school. You do some maneuvers, some acro, all the stuff, and you're super well prepared for the exams later. And you fly every day, and you fly in different terrains. And when it's bad weather in Interlaken, you will go to the Tessin and fly there, or go to Wallis. Whatever it needs, just that you can fly and you can fly safe. So that's really amazing. For me, the best way to learn. And you get super confident because you fly every day. So it's not that you fly one day in a week or you have school every weekend. So let's say you go to school on Saturday, then it's bad weather, you have to wait another week, and then you weren't flying for 2 weeks, and you start again every day, every few weeks. You do the same. You are nervous before the start, and when you fly every day, you get super comfy, and yeah, you have also a very cool group to fly together. You can talk together. You know each other very well. You build up super good friendships, and you can use the friendship later for flying together, make your first XC flights together, learn from your mistakes together. Yeah, and Benny also makes these speed flying schools. He makes these ass to grass camper weeks and a lot of other stuff, SAV courses. You can learn to fly tandem with Benny. Yeah, so just check the website out, and now let's go with the brand new Skin 4P. Actually, I've never seen a riser system so slim like this, and I'm a little bit scared to hook myself into this super tiny hoop. So I think my I'll show it here, my wedding ring has the same size. So it's going to be interesting. Yeah, now let's prepare myself, and then yeah, let's hike up and fly down. What I will do, yeah, let's start with this. I will make some flights with the Skin 4P and switch the wing every flight. So I will hike up, fly down, look how far I will get, switch, take the other one, switch, take the other one, switch, take the other one. At the end, I hope I can do 3 flights with the Skin 4P, 3 flights with the Kode P, and then just compare the glide ratio. I know this comparison is not super accurate, because when it's turbulent, when you have a little bit bumpy air, I'm sure they will handle completely different. But now it's 10 past 7 in the morning, so sun just rises, and super calm air, and this is just for the glide ratio in perfect calm condition without any thermal. It's so crazy how light this thing is. I made comparison yesterday evening. I'm bringing 1 liter of water during my hike and flies, so same weight. My Action 5 Pro, my Insta360, power bank and microphone are heavier than this whole glider. If you haven't had one in your hand, you can't believe how light it is. Woo! So just let it fly. So first flight done, and it was a really close one. Almost couldn't sit down. Was a little bit scary at the beginning. Not sure if I made it all the way down or not, but it worked. I placed the glider back where I landed. Now go up again, then fly down again, then switch the glider and make comparison flights with the Kode P. What I noticed, it was my first flight. The Skin 4P comes up so easy. You don't have to pull on the A lines, just make 1 or 2 steps and it shoots up. So now, 2 flights in with both gliders, and biggest difference is the speed. On a Kode P, I had the feeling I'm flying double as fast as on the Skin 4P, so flying much faster. When you go a little bit on the brakes, you can change glide ratio, so you have a better glide a little bit on the brakes, and on the Skin 4P, I think you make it even worse. So best way, hands up, let it fly, and on the Kode P, maybe a little bit of brakes will help. But on every flight, I gain around 25 meters more on the Kode P than on the Skin 4P. So a little bit more glide on the Kode P. I will go up once again with each glider and flying in the other direction, just to have no tailwind anymore and a little bit of headwind. And then let's compare again. So don't hold it, just run 2 steps or 1. Whoa. Ah, it's getting worse. No chance again on this one. When you want to land it without getting wet, you can just pull in the lines. And you have it here. I spent almost 2 hours at my training hill and compared the glide ratio of the Kode P and the Skin 4P, and I have a clear winner. The Kode P is by far the better glider than the Skin 4P. But I have to say, the Skin 4P is not bad. It surprised me really. I made, from here at the end of the road, 2 flights towards this direction. On the Skin 4P, first flight I could pass the road. Maybe you can see the pole here. It's a pole. I could pass the road super close, and the second time I had no chance. And on the Kode P, 2 times I could easily pass the road. Second flight I made from top of the small steep grassy field there below the trees and flew towards the tree there. And on the Skin 4P, I didn't make it to the tree, maybe 60-70 meters. I landed 60-70 meters before, and on the Kode P I could easily make it to the trees. So Kode P is by far the better glider, and it flies much faster. I measured the speeds with my GPS watch, so I will write it down here. And what I also can say is that the Skin 4P launched so easy. I've never seen that before. You don't have to pull on the A-lines, just walk 1 or 2 steps and the glider is up. And also the landing, it flares. It's not bad for the landing, but it flies around maybe 10 kilometers slower. And when you go a little bit on the brakes, you will lose a lot on the glide ratio side. Otherwise, steering, handling, I have no idea. So that's why I go to the Toggenburg now and yeah, climb to a hill there. We have a north component now, north wind component. So I will drive towards Neslau and then I will have a look if I go to the left or to the right hand side up to the mountain. Yeah, let's go. So I'm on the hike towards the Stockberg for the test flight of the Skin 4P, and luckily there is still some snow, and luckily I have the perfect shoes. I will have wet feet for sure, but I think I survived it. I had a small chat with Benny about the glide ratio. He wasn't surprised, and he told me to do some collapses on the Skin 4P, just some side collapses, and he said it's a funny reaction of the wing. You will never have a wing that opens so fast. So I will try that. But now I made 340 meters, vertical meters, still 400 to go, and yeah, we will see us at the top where I launch. Now comes the steep part of the hike. Yeah, now I'm at the top, preparing myself for the launch. And I have to show you, hope you see it. All these birds climbing above the Stockberg. So first feeling, maybe I can thermal a little bit. No. So you feel the glider very well. It's moving a lot. Maybe let's make a turn here. No. So Mike and Sorry here. It feels comfortable, but here it's not much is happening at the beginning. It feels a little bit soft. It's not that crispy feel. Oh. And I think you have a lot of sink in the turns. I really feel that. So I have a glide ratio of 4.7, 4.6, stretching myself. 4.9, 5. Yeah, glide ratio of around 5.2, 5.0, 4.9, 5.0. Yeah, of around 5, and I have a little bit of headwind. And when I'm calculating now, I barely make it to my landing field. Oh, it's gonna be interesting. So definitely not the best in terms of glide. So let's try a little bit of ear movement. Oh no, here it's thermal. Okay. Yeah, it opens. Yeah, Benny told me I can make a front stall, but I'm scared. A lot of pressure on the C line, so C steering, oh, it's not working, huh? It's useless. Big ears. Oh. So now big ears, just flapping, huh? Yeah, I'm scared. I'm not sure if I should do it. Even it's super light fabric, and then when I really felt falling down. But you don't have much pressure on the A's. I think you have more pressures on the C to pull down than on the A's. Yeah, leave it. So now, for the fun part of it, let's make some wing overs just with body movement. So left, right, oh, whoa, whoa. Left, right. No chance to wing over. On the Kode P, you will do barrels when you do it. But here, you just roll a little bit. Yes, you have more pressure on the C's than on the A's. Now let's try the B's. Whoa. Almost no chance to put it down. I have slippery gloves and I can't hold enough to put it down. I have to put my fingers in the lines, but I don't want to do that. So now let's check the wind before we do some wing overs, and our low we have special wind direction. So still glide ratio now of 5.3, 5.5, 5.7, 5.2, 5.4, around 4. But I have to say, when you feel a little bit of headwind, it pitches much more than the Kode P. The Kode P cuts through the air, and this one pitches up. Now I have a glide ratio of 3, but I'm in the valley wind now. So let's try some wing overs. Ah, it's direct, huh? But you have to pull a lot to get it high. Yeah, better. Weight shift and pull. Weight shift and pull. Weight shift and pull. Weight shift. Yeah, you can get it high if you want, huh? Just let everything go. Shoots a little bit, but then you're back to the glide. So say hi to the church. Hello, hello. And now prepare for the landing. Yeah, you have a lot of sink in the turns, huh? So don't make deep turns when you're low to the ground. Brake, now let it shoot. And flare. Oh, no. So, after 1,300 vertical meters, I'm at home, and on the way home I was thinking about these two glider, which one I like more, and it's time for the final conclusion. For me, the clear winner is the Kode P. First, it's faster, it has a speed bar, it's way more reactive, you can soar it easier, you can fly thermal with it. The landing, you have more flare. You can use the sea steering on the sea risers. You can do easy barrel rolls, wing overs. It just has a lot more dynamic in it. But it's 700 grams or 800 grams heavier than this one, and the volume when packed down is a little bit more. Not a huge deal, but when we want to find some downsides, then that's a downside. This one here, the Skin for P, it's a little bit tricky to clip in because these risers are so thin. You have to be very careful that you don't have a twist in it, but I think if you have it twisted, it won't happen that much, so it's not a big problem. What I also noticed, when you have a little bit of wind at the launch, I was lucky to have some snow to put it on the wing. On the other side, it would get blown away very easy. In the air, the Skin 4P is definitely just to fly down. Don't expect performance, don't expect very much fun, but when you want to have a wing that launches so easy, you can use the tiniest place to launch. You can land very easy, it flares, it's not that bad. Then this is the perfect wing. But I know the Tokenburg where I fly normally, it can have a lot of valley wind, and I had a few flights where I was really happy to have a faster glider and also a speed bar. And here I think it's perfect when you have these good conditions if you are mountaineering and you need very small volume, but when there's a lot of wind or some wind, you can't use it. So for me, I love to carry a little bit more up the hill, but I have a glider that I can accelerate and fly really fast with a good glide ratio. What I also noticed on the Skin 4P, when you have a little bit of turbulence, the Kode P cuts through it, and the Skin for P really pitches a lot, and then you slow down, and then you accelerate again, and then all these pitch movements of the wing above your head make the glide ratio even worse. That's something you have to know. And also, you can't do, or maybe you can, but you need a lot of input to do barrel rolls. The weight shift, you don't get even more than 20 degrees of wing over. So super tiny wing overs only with weight shift. On the Kode P, on the 18 meter, I can almost make barrel rolls just with the weight shift. So a lot more reactive. This one is super damped, and yeah, I think it's perfect for those who want to make a small flight before going to work or after work, just for the adventure, to run up a mountain and then fly down. For that is perfect. But on the other hand, it's not heavy. It's 1.8 kilograms, and you can even use a smaller size. Go with a 16 or 14 meters, and then you have even more fun and not that much weight. But I think it's cool that Niviuk made this wing, and for sure there is a target of people that will love this glider. But for me personally, I will always choose the fun go-kart feeling of the Kode P than of the Skin for P. Yeah, did I forget something? I think that's it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.